The main question on everybody's lips in Once and Always is what's happening? How does Rita come back? What is she doing? What is her main thing? And so far, this kind of week we've had so far is that we've had quite a bit of news drop from the synopsis of what's been going on in Once and Always. We've had the runtime a while ago, and now the Illuminati have dropped what Rita is actually doing, and I'm going to kind of have a brief look at it and kind of give you the rundown and everything and some kind of thoughts on what's going on. In an article from the Illuminati, which I'll link down below, they basically sum up how Rita has been going around and what she's been doing, what her master plan is, and basically she's been going around capturing all the Rangers from pretty much around the world. Doesn't say anything about other dimensions or anything like that, so I don't know if the RPM or the Dino Charge universe would be safe, but you'd kind of think that if she's a robot, she's evil, she has all of Rita's traits, that she would probably go around and take down the other universes really quickly, or the other dimensions, because there's not that many Rangers to kind of stick about. There's not that many, let's say, other Rangers. RPM has one team, Dino Charge one team. So effectively, you take those out the quickest and then move on to the main thing about going around and taking out other kind of like Power Rangers. Now, the way that I kind of see it is that nobody would see Rita coming out of nowhere. Now, she could be in different clothes to kind of take down the Rangers, to kind of capture them and keep them as trophies, is what this article says, which is a big thing. Like, I would love to kind of see that if that's true. So the Illuminati mentioned, it says, it would seem that the Rita is a robotic clone of Rita Repulsa with all her memories and wicked ways intact. So understandably, she would execute a grand plan for revenge against the Rangers and everything Zordon stood for. How Rita came to be is another story we won't find out until the 30th anniversary on Netflix. And I think that is a very, very interesting thing, because I feel like there's going to be a huge thing going around. I feel like we'll see the death of Trini in this. We've seen it in the synopsis, which literally says, after a tragedy strikes, an unlikely young hero takes her rightful place among the Power Rangers to get revenge on the team's oldest arch nemesis. Now, my kind of theory is that Min sees Trini pass away, get killed, get whatever it is that's going to happen to Trini, and therefore like seeks revenge and does this. And it leads to a lot of questions of how does she get the powers? Now, the one thing my friend Ash over at Deoxy360 mentioned, that maybe Aisha hands over the powers. Now, I kind of see that a lot more, and the way that I would see it personally is that, you know, Min's there, she's about to go out, and Aisha just literally turns around and goes, here, this is what your mother would have wanted, it's up to you. And I do agree with him when he says that she would do the finishing blow, as in Min, that is, not Aisha. I think Aisha and Adam will literally be cheering on from the cockpit, the command center, wherever they are. So I imagine that out of everybody, Min is going to have this vendetta. She's going to be like, you've like killed my mother, you caused this thing to happen to my mother, and it just invokes rage and power, and that's how she does it. And either we get a really cool shot at the end of her going through all the powers as she does a final jump and blow, and it ends with her like doing a kind of, with the power daggers, like an X type of shot, which then slashes completely and be like, boom, you're over and done with. And therefore she goes, that was for Trini, or that was for my mother. That's how I would kind of see it. That's how I would kind of invoke it, because we did hear news a lot earlier on that Min embodies all the powers of the Rangers of Mighty Morphing, and maybe that would happen. I would laugh, and I know this would not happen, that halfway that the Zenkaija suit just comes out of nowhere and she's like, boom, and does like a final like shot. That would be absolutely like perfect. Now, I just think that this would be a very interesting thing to do. I feel like it would kind of conclude, and thus therefore, like if she does a badass power down, like the Iron Man walk, where she just like turns around, just powers down, and just walks away, and Rita explodes. I feel like that would be kind of cool. I feel like this entire whole like episode or special would be around Min and not around anyone else, like JDF or like Rocky or, you know, Catherine and stuff. So I feel like this will all target around Min. I'm very interested to see what goes on, as well as like the whole thing of like how Rita is going to explain why the trophies or the Rangers are there. I imagine, going back into this now, like there's another theory that I'm going to put out, and I reckon that if Min uses like her daggers and just turns Rita into a lightning collection figure, I think that would be kind of cool. I could see that happening. I might make another video on how Rita is defeated. So yeah, so Rita goes around and she basically kidnaps all the Rangers, turning them into lightning collection figures or dolls and trophies and stuff, and like displays them, which I think is going to be interesting, and that's the reason why. So I find it very interesting that the Rangers are just standing there. I think it's going to be fine. Maybe it could be something completely different. I have no idea. We're going to find out very, very soon. So what are your thoughts all on this? What do you think? Do you think that Robo Rita is going to be destroyed easily by Min, or is this going to be something completely different? Check out the Illuminati article linked in the description, and I am going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out the channel memberships if you want to help the channel grow. And with that, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。